Good morning, everybody. Today's video could likely be entitled The Importance of Imperfect Workouts. I am truly a believer that imperfect workouts are not only good for your fitness, your physical health, but good for your mental health as well, and help keep you on track and more consistent compared to potentially being a perfectionist, which is wonderful in certain areas of life for sure, but might not be the most effective thing for working out. And let me explain. So, what is today? Today is Monday. On Friday, the family and I took off for a little ski trip, get away for a while, so get out of town for a bit, do some skiing. So Friday morning was the Tabata. Tabata this is what we had at Linchpin. So I got up early, knocked out the Tabata this, which is not the best thing to do to then get in a vehicle and sit for 6 hours after doing Tabata air squats, but oh well, that's what happened. Of course, Tabata rowing is in there also. Got where we were going, skied a bit on Saturday, skied a bit on Sunday, got back home yesterday on Monday, drove the 6 or 7 hours back home yesterday as well. On Saturday, just the way that it worked out, we were away from home, so the schedule's a bit screwy. Don't have my home gym, obviously. A lot of places were shut down. Ski slopes were not shut down, but a lot of places were shut down. And just the way that it worked out, the day gets away from you. I hadn't got in a workout yet. This is on Saturday. It was supposed to be an air bike and some power snatches or hang power snatches on Linchpin. I did not have a barbell and did not have an air bike, so that wasn't going to happen. And it bothers me if I don't get in something. If it's a workout day, I have to get in something, and for me anyway, skiing doesn't count. And so I have to do something for my mental health and physical health as well. My wife looked at me and she's like, look, if you're going to do something, we got some place to be, you've got about 15 or 20 minutes max. We got to be out the door. So I said, okay, roger that. And I just started doing burpees like a lunatic, right where I was. It just started doing them at a moderate pace because there didn't do any warm-up, didn't do anything. And so at a moderate pace, I just started doing burpees and stopped when I did 150. Didn't time it, have no clue how long it was. The intensity, I would say, was just middle of the road. Nothing to write home about, but don't get me wrong, it's still, 150 moderate paced burpees are still 150 burpees. So I was huffing and puffing, pouring sweat, and also, as happens every now and then when you travel, Friday night we stayed at the place and just didn't sleep well. It wasn't my own bed, so on Saturday, wasn't quite well rested. We're on the road, so shall we say that as far as the diet or nutrition goes, let's just be kind and say that it could have been better, that there was room for improvement. But since it was a ski trip, I allowed myself some indulgences, if you will. So now I've got, not great sleep paired with some nutritional indulgences, and did the 150 burpees, just knocked them out, and I was huffing and puffing. And then, of course, I realized that we were at a bit of elevation as well. Not a ton, but like 4,200 feet of elevation. And so it definitely caught up with me. And that was great. So I was happy. Got it in. No warm-up, no cool-down, just did what I had to do. Not ideal, but great. And also not ideal because that was Saturday. If you remember the day before, on Friday, that was the Tabata this that we did. Well, part of Tabata this is Tabata push-ups. So my chest was already quite sore from having done Tabata push-ups. And now the very next day, I've got no equipment, I've got no nothing. I didn't even click on the app to see, what the no equipment workout was for that day. I was just like, I gotta do something, I gotta do it right now. Boom, just started doing burpees, which had a repetitive motion based upon the Tabata the day before. Is that ideal? No, but that's not what I do on a regular basis. And so that was an imperfect workout. I could have made probably a potentially better decision, but that imperfect workout was still far better than doing nothing. And oh well, I did a similar motion 2 days in a row. I'm going to be okay, because that's not normally how I roll. And then, rested on Sunday as far as working out went. We skied again, got another night's sleep. Diet again was filled with refined carbohydrates, but that's what happens, right? Every now and then you gotta just relax a bit. Then, now where the story is going about the importance of imperfect workouts, we get up on Monday, gotta do about a 7-hour drive back, get the kids in the back, trying to do, remote learning from their laptops and whatnot, juggling a lot of things, if you will. Pile on another mediocre night's sleep, less than ideal nutrition while traveling down highways. We get back home, there's all the unpacking, getting the kids settled, There's always more to do in life than you think. There's rarely less to do. Very rarely does a day end and you go, wow, that day was far easier than I thought. Everything went way faster than I thought, and I've got so much free time, I don't know what the heck to do with myself. It's usually the opposite, right? Everything takes longer than you think. There's more to do than you realized, and the hours and the clock are just ripping by. And that's what happened yesterday. So that was Monday, getting back, getting settled. And then, like I said previously in the story, I'm the type of psychopath that regardless of how crazy or hectic the day is, or whether I did or didn't sleep well, or how I ate, I don't care about any of those factors. I've got to get in a workout. For my mental sanity as well as my physical fitness, I have to get in something. To know that Monday was a workout day and I didn't do it would hurt my soul. But it was just another one of those days where I looked at the clock, I looked at everything that we had to do. The kids were somewhat occupied for a small period of time, and I said, it's it. It's now or never. It's now or never. I'm going to do something or I'm not going to work out today. What was supposed to happen on Monday was Linchpin test 12. Beautiful workout, awesome workout. You need a 135 barbell for the gentlemen, a 95-pound barbell for the women. It's 400-meter run, 15 clean and jerks, 3 rope climbs, 400-meter run, 12 clean and jerks, 2 rope climbs, 400-meter run, 9 clean and jerks, 1 rope climb. Awesome workout. I had about 22 minutes to make something happen. And that's not a workout that I could do without warming up. So I was like, okay, again, not ideal, but I got to do something or it's going to be nothing. So as I walked out into the garage, I just started thinking in my head, what will be kind of close to the prescribed workout of the day? Kind of close enough, right? The whole preserve the stimulus deal. But I could just start. And so here's what I came up with. 20-minute AMRAP of 20 calories on the air bike. This is what a round is considered. 20 calories on the air bike, and then 4 rounds. So hopefully this isn't confusing. 20 calories on the air bike, and then 4 rounds of 5 ground over the shoulder with a 100-pound D-ball, 5 dumbbell push press, and then 5 strict pull-ups, supinated grip. And so, to make it clear, 1 round is 20 calories on the bike, 5 ground to shoulder, 5 push-up press, 5 strict pull-ups, then a second round of just the ground to shoulder dumbbell push press, a third round of that, and then a 4th round. And then you start again and you hop on the bike. So the end of quote-unquote 1 round, total, I will have done 20 calories on the bike, 20 ground to shoulder, 20 push press, and then 20 strict pull-ups, okay? And by the time 20 minutes expired, I had completed 2 rounds of that. I had gotten off the bike in the 3rd round, and I was in the 3rd round of the ground to shoulder, the push press, and the strict pull-ups. So it wasn't exactly Linchpin test 12, but I got in some metabolic conditioning on the bike. Wasn't running, but it was on the bike. The regular test 12 has a clean and jerk. Well, I grabbed the D-ball and did some ground to shoulder, so there's my power cleans. I went overhead with the dumbbell push press, and it's got rope climbs, and I did strict pull-ups. And the reason that I made those, and I would say the whole time, if we're talking about an intensity level of 1 to 10, I just moved at a 5 the entire time, because I started stone cold. I didn't want to be crazy, didn't want to pull anything, and just stayed at a 5, almost a conversational pace the entire time. And when it was all said and done, I got in over 60 calories in the air bike at a casual pace, somewhere over 50 and change of each of the movements, 50 and change of the ground to shoulder, of the push press, and the strict pull-ups. And I did that for me because I chose things that I like, and that kept me from missing the workout. I like ground to shoulder with a D-ball or a sandbag, and I can walk out there and grab the 100 and be okay, even though I didn't really warm up. I do not like dumbbell push press, but I had to do them. And then I like strict pull-ups, as odd as that is. I just like getting in strict pull-ups, so I put in the strict pull-ups. And that was not anywhere near as intense as Linchpin Test 12 would have been had I warmed up properly and really gotten after it, all that. But it was close enough. Fitness was achieved, as we shall say. And even though it was a quote-unquote imperfect workout, it allowed me to be in and out of that gym in 20 minutes to get in some great movements and to win the day, quite frankly. And I think it can be easy for a lot of us to fall into that trap that it has to be perfect. And if it's, oh, my dogs are fighting in the other room, if you heard that, that it has to be perfect. And if it's perfect, then that's a good workout and it's okay. And if I deviate from the plan in any way, shape, or form, well, today's just a wash. It was a missed training day, a missed opportunity. And I think that is a toxic mindset that people should get rid of. Allowing yourself a little bit of wiggle room, right? A wider strike zone every now and then when your schedule demands it, when life demands it, when your body feels like it. I think that's mission critical to helping keep everybody consistent and staying on track and getting in more workout days than they miss. There's also that whole saying that, I'm going to mess it up, that perfect is the enemy of the good, or something that, something like that. I'm messing it up, but long story short, it doesn't have to be perfect all the time. So allow yourself the grace to slide a bit. And I also knew that today on Linchpin, we've got interval training. So ideally, that was going to be a workout that I would like to be a bit more well-rested for, to pour my heart and soul into with a little bit greater intensity. So I also had that in my head as to why it made nice sense last night to just get in some good movements, allow myself to move at a lower intensity, and walk into today on Tuesday, ideally feeling great. But 20 minutes in and out, and for everyone out there, and I don't want this to come off as harsh, so please don't take it that way. But it's really easy to miss workouts, but it's also really easy not to miss them, if that makes sense. You just have to make a decision that sometime during the night, you were going to do something with that 20 minutes, whether it's sitting on the couch doing Netflix or Lord knows what else it happened to be. So you might as well walk out into the garage, knock out the workout, get it done, and then you are 100% good to go. And another thing that I think allowing these imperfect workouts to happen every now and then, it's a physical and mental decompression. It's kind of like every now and then when we allow you to just not run the clock. Like, don't worry, you're still going to get fit. Okay, maybe you don't have the exact data that you ideally would like to have that day, but you're going to be good to go. Life's going to continue, and if over the course of the month, doing these things keeps you moving your body and keeps you moving external objects, then you will be head and shoulders above everybody else that made a different decision. So that's basically it. The beauty and the importance of imperfect workouts. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the intervals today. And if every now and then life forces you to give yourself a break and make a different decision, go for it. You'll be good to go. Have a great day.